Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Cheon Prayer Vigil. To formally start our program, let us first over one. We'll bow to our heavenly parents and true parents. Chariot, Chonjin, Champumuningge, Kangbe, Baru. Let's recite Family Pledge, first in Korean, then in English. Kajong Mengse, Sam, 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심중군과 3대 황군과 왕정군을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. Family Pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chanelguk, pledges to perfect the four rooms of heart, the three great kingships in the realm of the royal family, by centering on true love. For our opening prayer, may I call on Reverend Tyler Hendricks, if you could leave us a prayer today.
Okay, let's pray. Heavenly One, most beloved Heavenly Parent, beloved true parents, our beloved Heavenly Mother, true Mother, thank you for this wonderful day. It's a new day. It's in America, it's Father's Day. And so we honor our true Father also on this day as a man who truly led this world in the way of heart, the way of love. Heavenly Parent that we all inherited and want to emulate, want to carry forward together with our true Mother on this earth to realize the dream, your dream of one family under God in heaven and on earth. Heavenly Parent, we are working every day for this purpose, carrying our own sense of responsibility, calling, predestination, and grateful to you for accompanying us and supporting us so much in our efforts. Grateful to our brothers and sisters, our community, grateful for our families. We honor this day. We pray for true mother's health and safety, for the true family safety, for the victorious entrance, your victorious entrance into, and we work for it, into the Chanel Sanctum and Chanwangung, and for the victory of Chanelguk in our local communities, in our nation, in the world. And we offer this report as we gather with our determination to make this day a great day, a family festival day in New Jersey, also Connecticut, I'm sure many places. Let's go forward with supporting Reverend Dunkley's encouragement and his great filial attendance to our true mother. And together we report this in the name of Tyler Hendricks, Blessed Center Family. Jew.
Jew, thank you so much for that wonderful prayer. Now let's proceed to our morning stretches to awake our body and to be able to really prepare ourselves to receive God's words today. Let's move out to our morning stretches. First, let's start with a breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now let's raise our hand. And then let's move to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's move to head rotation. Let's rotate our head slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Shoulder rotation inward. Let's rotate our shoulder slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's stretch our hips. So if you're sitting on a chair, you can hold some chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Last is let's massage a little bit our face. So let's start with the eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then your cheeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'll give you 20 seconds to massage whichever part of your body that you want to massage. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much. And I hope our body is awake to receive God's words today. Now let's move out to our breakout to share our gratitude points this morning. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good sharing with your breakout team. So, for this morning, I would like to call Mr. Tony Politalia. If you could please unmute. I really love your energy this morning. I hope, like, if you don't mind to share us your
Okay, Jake. I warned Jake I can make a fool of myself faster than most people, not to call me, but okay. I'm so grateful to get up in the morning at my age after going around bike trail in Massachusetts and the Look Park in Northampton with my family, actually doing kind of family stuff for the first time in a while. It's hard to get everybody together, but I had a wonderful day. Actually, that's what I said I was grateful for, to be able to get up in the morning at my age. Uh, I, even though at my age I have an 8-year-old. Um, anyway, thank you so much. I'm extremely grateful for. Anyway, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your gratitude points. And I would like to call also Mrs. Monica Lewis, if you could share your gratitude point this morning.
Okay, good morning. Yeah, I'm grateful for Father's Day. Yesterday, we honored my husband and my brother-in-law, who is my husband's spiritual parent. So, my husband, I discovered this diner in a neighboring town, and he raved about it. I want to go there. You know, it looked like a castle from the outside, and interior beautiful design. So we decided to take them out for a brunch. So that was a nice occasion. You know, I definitely appreciate also my own father, especially, you know, the last 10 years of his physical life. He really, you know, really completely showed his unconditional love to my mom, and she became dement. And also he was always a very hardworking, you know, provider for the family. So I have many fond memories with my dad as well, and especially my childhood, climbing mountains, you know, doing fun things, swimming in the lake. So I also appreciate my dad. I think it's so important to you know, be aware of also our husbands, how much influence they have for our own children's well-being, and the formative years, especially of childhood, that really lays the foundation for your entire physical life. So I'm very grateful for all the father figures. So happy Father's Day for all of you out there. And I'm also very grateful today for the picnic, because I think it's such a great venue to be just in the park, you know. And I have two couples that are confirmed, one that completed the 43 days, the other one that we blessed in the streets. And I've been going back and forth with the sister to build a relationship, but they confirmed to come today. And it's really a great, you know, in not intimidating exposure to our entire movement, like in the park where we are relaxed, where we eat some food and chit chat, and they can see some cultural performances, intermingle a little bit with the diverse community that we represent. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope we can love them up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Monica, for sharing your gratitude points. And yeah, please feel free to put your gratitude points this morning in our chat so that our brothers and sisters can read it. Now, let's proceed to the main part of this program, which is reading of Chumado's memoir and reflection. For that, let's welcome Mr. Stephen Boyd.
Well, thank you very much, Jake, and let's begin our reading this morning. I sent my representative to Sao Tome in the spring of 2019, and after he met the president, His Excellency Evaristo Carvalho, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Jorge Bonpesus, and the President of the National Assembly, His Excellency Delfin Neves, a memorandum of understanding between UPF and the government of Sao Tome was signed. Hearing about Sao Tome's willingness to work together on several key initiatives, I was determined to bless it and lay the foundation for a heavenly nation there. And I announced that I would hold the 2019 Africa Summit and the Hyojung Family Blessing Festival in Sao Tome and Principe. This is a beautiful equatorial island nation in the Gulf of Guinea off the coast of Central Africa. It gained its independence from Portugal in 1975. After we had traveled for more than 40 hours, including 2 layovers, the government of Sao Tome offered an extraordinary welcome. Cabinet ministers welcomed me warmly at the airport, and the next day, His Excellency President Evaristo Carvalho welcomed me at the Presidential Palace for a private meeting. Following our cordial meeting, the Presidential Honor Guard escorted me to the National Assembly building to open the summit. More than 800 leaders from Sao Tome and throughout Africa were in attendance. The National Assembly had generously offered the use of its premises for the summit and blessing, and by 9 a.m. the main hall and surrounding overflow rooms were full. In addition to His Excellencies President Carvalho, Prime Minister Jorge Bom Jesus, and the President of the National Assembly, Delfim Neves, there were hundreds of parliamentarians, dozens of government ministers, hundreds of religious leaders and leaders of civil society, as well as several former heads of state from throughout Africa in attendance. The summit, blessing, and the YSP festivals were all broadcast live on national television, and the feedback from the viewers was overwhelmingly positive. So let me share my screen. First of all, let me offer my greetings to all the fathers this morning, and happy Father's Day, and particularly, Jake, to you, a future father, soon-to-be father. I know that there was a little celebration yesterday. I don't know if I'm supposed to say which gender it is or not, but congratulations, and blessings to you and to your wife. Okay, so let's begin the commentary on the reading this morning. So, I just want to preface this by saying these are my observations. I think only true parents can tell the true story of what their providence is. Who are we to presume that we know? But from what Father and Mother have spoken to us about, I've kind of put together some thoughts which I hope are helpful to the discussion this morning. So let's begin by thinking about Jesus. Jesus and the kingdom of Judea during his lifetime, or sometimes referred to it as the nation of Israel. In his lifetime, Jesus was creating a foundation upon which he could unite or could be accepted by the king, the Jewish king of Israel, King Herod in his day, and also Pontius Pilate, who was the Jewish Roman governor. On that foundation of success, True Father explains to us in his speeches that what Jesus was hoping to do, was planning to do, what God wanted him to do, was to be received on the national level. And then on that foundation, Jesus would go beyond. The Father explains to us, and Divine Principle alludes to the fact that Jesus would go beyond simply preaching and speaking to people within the nation of Israel, and expand out even to the Roman Empire. And in his lifetime, Jesus his goal would have been to meet the Roman emperor, to unite and be accepted by the Roman emperor, and even to speak at the Roman Senate. And by doing so, our dear brother Jesus would have been able to extend the sphere of influence in his own lifetime, Father said, to the entire Roman world. Father even said that after completing his work in the Roman Empire, Jesus would have moved east into the Middle East, to the regions of India and South Asia, and on to China. This was truly the work that Heavenly Parent foresaw for Jesus during his lifetime. We know, of course, that this did not happen. Our true parents, in their coming, are following a very similar course. And what I'm going to try to describe is very incomplete, but I hope it gives us a picture of kind of at least the general effort and focus and thrust of True Parents' work. We know that true parents wanted to begin their course on a national level in Korea, but that was not possible. When Father came to America, Father and Mother came to America, one of the first things they did was meet with the former president, President Dwight D. Eisenhower, Later in Father's ministry in America, he met with President Nixon. And after he left office, George H.W. Bush became a very, very close friend, along with Barbara Bush, in their support of our true parents. True parents spoke in the U.S. Senate, similar to what Jesus would have done at the time of the Roman Empire. True fathers spoke in the Senate. There's more than one occasion they made efforts to address the American people through meetings on Capitol Hill. Father also worked with former heads of state and current heads of state around the world in an attempt to build his foundation. Aula was an initiative in Latin America where former heads of state were brought together under true parents' teaching and guidance. This is a picture of Father meeting Luis Alberto Lacalle in Uruguay in 1991. On the foundation of Father's success in Latin America, Father was thinking not just to limit his work to Latin America, but on that foundation to be able to reach out to the Catholic world. Because in Father's mind, the Latin American continent, let's say, represented the Catholic world. And this first picture on the left there is of the Aula membership, along with our brothers and sisters, who had a meeting in the Vatican with Pope John Paul II in the 1980s. The next picture on the right is a picture when our dear brother Dr. Thomas Walsh and Taj Ahmad met with Pope Francis more recently, again in an attempt to try to extend true parents' thought and teaching to a broader scope, in this case the Catholic world. True parents also have met with communist leaders around the world. We know we've already talked in our studies in the morning here about Father's meeting with Gorbachev and Kim Il-sung, and what that meant at that time and the things that true parents were expecting to do. So what is Father trying to do here? What is Mother trying to do here? They're trying to establish a national sovereignty. The focus, as we know, has been the reunification of North and South Korea. And on that foundation, a central original providential step can be completed as a foundation for the building of the kingdom of heaven on earth. All of these efforts that Father was successful in achieving in the United States and the then Soviet Union, meeting with Kim Il-sung in North Korea, and all these other activities were meant to be testimonies to the leadership, both the religious world and the political world in Korea, in South Korea, for the purpose of gaining their acceptance and recognition. Father would often travel, when I was in Uruguay, Father often traveled to Uruguay. And this is a picture of Father arriving in the VIP lounge, coming off the airplane. There was a car would go to the airplane. True parents would get into the car. They would be driven to this doorway here, and Father would walk in. Right, you can't see it, but in the picture, right, kind of the next step where Father was looking towards is the immigration counter. And there we would present true parents' passports. They would be checked in kind of like in a private area. They would sit down and they would wait for that. But actually, as over the times that Father would come and go, I realized that actually Father wanted to walk in without a visa. He wanted to walk in freely. He wanted to be recognized and understood true parents' position. They'd gained the internal condition. Father often said there should be no visas. There should be no barriers, that the entire world should be united together as one, with true parents as center. And so I remember one time Father just walked through. He just walked out. He got in the car and we're, Father, please, you have to wait because, you know, the immigration is here. Immigration figure came to the window of the car, you know, and but that was Father's intention, to be recognized on that level and to be, for not just for himself or for Mother's sake, but for God's sake, to be recognized as God's son and daughter, and that we could have that foundation. So Father was seeking to unite the world centered upon true parents, and therefore we know that true Father spoke at the United Nations in an attempt to transmit his message. A blessing was held in the United Nations. And Father could see that with the United Nations not fulfilling its mission, that he took it upon himself, as he would always do, to establish an able type United Nations, which we know Father's been doing in various stages through the work of UPF and other providential organizations. So when Mother goes to Africa and is received by these three great leaders, and then eventually received on in an official level by the current reigning leadership, both politically and religiously within the country of Sao Tome and Principe, this is a providential moment where a nation is receiving our true parents. So again, this is not just for Sao Tome and Principe. Mother said that based upon this foundation, she could bless this country. It is also to give testimony to True Mother's standing in the world, and the world summits that have been held in Korea with True Mother at the very center. One of the main purposes is to give testimony to True Parents' position, to True Mother's position, in her efforts to establish unity between North and South Korea, for both the South and the North to recognize her as a central point for the reunification of North and South Korea. So all these things contribute to that central effort, that original effort to reestablish or to establish the national foundation upon which true parents can be received. Father would often explain to us why he needs a nation. He said, with a nation, you have sovereignty. With a nation, so many new things can happen. And we would kind of, as young members, would look at him, not incredulously, but not understanding how this could even take place and what the true meaning was. So we need to think about and pray about the importance of establishing one nation under God. We need to think about the establishment of a heavenly, reunified Korean nation. Father was so serious years ago. He talked about, I remember he talked about, if Korea can't unite and accept us, then we will establish our own nation. He talked about getting an island in the Pacific and asking all of our blessed couples to move there, and then we would declare a nation. Father would talk this way. When he was in South America, he bought so much land, and he kept talking about, we will establish our own nation. He bought enough land that it was almost a sigh. It was what he considered to be enough land to be able to declare a nation. So Mother is desperately trying to reunify Korea's heavenly Korea during her lifetime. And this is our central responsibility, to pray and support her. She may be doing all the work with her team, but we are here to give testimony to True Mother, and indirectly we can influence this providence. So True Parents ask always what we think is impossible to do, but it is our hope and our desire, our goal, to work with faith to help support True Parents to achieve this goal in Mother's lifetime. So those are my comments today. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Boyd, for that really wonderful reflection. Whenever you give your reflection, it's very insightful and it's easy to understand and connect to True Mother's heart. Okay, now let's move to our sharing to breakout room to share what we got from the reading and at the same time from Mr. Boyd's reflection. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you had enjoyed your breakout room session. We had a really good discussion in my breakout. Yeah, and without further ado, let's conclude this program with a Chongshimon prayer and announcement. For that, may I call on our assistant pastor, Atsushi Takino.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful Sunday. Happy Father's Day. I'm very exciting. Today I meet with all of you and I wanna see everybody laughing, smiling, and spend time, talk with each other. That is my imagination today. So let's have a joyful time with God through parents and enjoy the nature. Okay. And especially volunteers, all volunteers are, without all of you, we can't create any event. Uh, Thank you very much thank you very much for our community, for our God. You are dedicating the time for all of us. So today, June 16, okay, so happy Father's Day. This is the Family Festival, World Culture Peace Family Festival. That we can go to the park 7 a.m. And by 10 a.m., we hope all booths set up. Then you can enjoy the park and you can check out each booth. And yeah, so you can, that is that your time, you can start to come to the before 10 o'clock. That's no problem. Just walk the park. And here is the location, the Clifton, between the Paulson Avenue and the Clinton Avenue is there is a soccer field that we are setting up our event stage. And we see the public bathroom and the children's playground and the huge soccer field, and you can enjoy. And 10 a.m. So the parking on the street, unfortunately, there is no parking lot, but you can park on the street or near the church, and you can just walk by like 5 minutes from church. And 10 a.m. is we are starting the event, and 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., 1 hour or less, we have a service, the worship service. And at that time, when they are closed, and they would like to celebrate also the Day of All Things. And from 12 p.m., we can enjoy the lunch, picnic, bouncy house for children, or a lot of the children program, sports, and the music, dance. And 1 p.m., we like to invite, before 1 p.m., we like to invite all fathers and the children play together tug of war. And the winners of team, you get a free ticket. Yes. And the performance and the organized sports. Okay. So I already shared that all purchases must be done through the exchange of ticket. You can purchase ticket at the information booth. We encourage all members to check out the various vendors that will be set up and purchase your lunch through the vendors. The church will provide some hamburgers and hot dogs and water. And watermelon is free. And the canned drink will be available for one ticket. We will not be hosting a potluck. Today is, I think, the temperature high is like a 79 degree or 80 degrees. So it's a little bit hot, but better than last time, I believe. Okay, And ACLC, we have we had a 24th ACLC anniversary at Atlanta, Georgia. Then we like to share what's happened at Atlanta, Georgia, and what we're going to focusing 1 year, especially 10 months until cosmic blessing time next year and the future. So we like to share with you. Anybody can come if you are interested about what's going on the Christianity, how they're working with us, and what they are thinking. Key leaders of the Christian clergy, you can join this program. Okay, that is my information today. We like to see everyone to come today family festival and enjoy the nature. Today, I like to invite Terushi-kun. Can you do the representative prayer? Okay.
Okay. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Let us pray. Our dearest, most beloved Heavenly Parents, true parents in Jesus, we greet you this morning from the Clifton Family Church, Cheon. First off, Heavenly Parents, we want to say Happy Father's Day to you and to recognize your love, your unending love throughout all of history. And to Happy Father's Day to true Father in the spiritual world and all fathers around the world. Heavenly Parents, we are so blessed to be able to recognize the essence of Heavenly Parents, that you are both masculine and feminine, and to be able to recognize that there's so many different types of love that is flowing into our life. And I pray, Heavenly Parents, that today specifically we can recognize that masculine love, that love that has been pushing us forward, and to be able to receive that love from you, Heavenly Parents. And I pray that through our coming here together in the Chonshimon, we can be able to really pray to our true Father, as Mother has said over and over, to be able to recognize and to feel Father's love and guidance that He is pushing us forward in Heavenly Parents in the Chonshimon. That through these prayers we can recognize more deeply the love of true Father, the love of our true Mother, and the essence of even Jesus as well, and to recognize His mission even more, as Mother's been pushing that forward over and over. And so I pray, Heavenly Parents, that we can really come together, Heavenly Parents, and to recognize and to appreciate our own fathers as well, that have dedicated so much of their hearts and their life in supporting, raising each and every single one of us, Heavenly Parents. So we offer gratitude. We offer, Heavenly Parents, this time together. As we're praying in the Chonshimon, we ask your guidance and answers to all of our questions, anything that we have in our hearts, that you can be with us throughout this day as we're celebrating together this Sunday morning, Father's Day as well. So we offer all these things to you with gratitude in all of our names. In my name, Teddy Kaza, second generation of the blessed family. Amen.
Okay, let's have our unison prayer. Morning, Heavenly Parents.
Heavenly Parent,
Thank you
we are
for this wonderful
deeply grateful for
and you've given us
the
this morning
fathers
another
and Jesus'
Father's Day.
love
And
for us, your love for us. Celebrate the day of
our love and our care for one another.
holy role that the father plays in the family and can play.
Like an environment where our
Pray
guests
for
can really feel welcome.
all those families
We are
without a
children.
father, how much they miss it, how much they
With
would love
voice
to have
of God.
the heart of a father back in their families. Heavenly Parent, we
Pray.
know that you
We like to
yearn
express each
to
other.
love us all
We like to pray for
as
each other.
father and mother.
And we like to
Our
support
scope,
each other.
our leaders of this world,
I am brave. We are
leaders
so grateful for your love.
tonight.
How many years, Father,
Sure.
Bless his
Such a
father
very
love
simple
over
really
every week, every moment.
creation the website
Dear Heavenly Parent, we
needs for the people who
yearn
are
to fill this world
Parent,
with the kind of love,
fighting.
fatherly love.
pray that
The parents
The Muslim people have no food.
thank you for that love.
to
We
use for the topic.
really seek to bring that to fruition in our own families,
Touch
in our
for
own
God.
sphere. We can have
On the national border.
parental hearts. The
Show
Catholic
the
Church
people
is born, parental ardor.
we understand God is our Father, our
To
Mother.
save us,
We are the brothers and sisters.
We
praying
want to do
Jesus
that.
said,
We want to
love your
touch
God,
those people.
love your neighbors as you
pray
love yourself.
So, Heavenly Parent, we pray that
Quit missing the love.
you guide us in
Just
the
a
commission
people.
of the church,
Just
our love for the
they are the people without
to
religious politic
Reverend Isaiah,
and
be a father
legitimate
to Leah.
to meet understand real the teaching of our churches is to help to truly the way you want us.
We can have that heart with her really
Our
to
own
help her
personal
in all ways.
and they pray
child
together.
welfare, even
Heavenly
adult.
Parent, please
can be expanded.
Okay, thank you so much for coming this morning, everyone, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I hope that we can really take this day as an opportunity to appreciate all the fathers, your husband, your father, and of course our father in the true father in the spirit world. And yeah, may we have all like good Father's Day celebration. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Jake. God bless
good
you.
day.
Happy
Jake.
Father's
God
Day.
bless
See
you.
you. See you at the
Kino,
park.
good morning.
Hendrix, God
Kylie, have a
bless
great
you.
Father's Day.
Have a great day.
Carly, God bless you.
And have a great Father's Day.
Louis, God bless
Stephen, have a
you.
great Father's Day.
Fred,
Wonderful presentation today. Thank you.
Brooke, have a safe
It was
trip
good to see
home
you
to
this
South
morning.